Those things are fucking disgusting. And I like sugar. Like I saw him on Instagram and everyone was talking about the unicorn frappuccino. I took a sip and it was like the sweetest fructose intense cotton candy, but like whoever did that shit in the lab like needs to be fired. It was disgusting. Overrated. Travis Scott had a dope rapper action figure. I'm gonna go underrated, man. I'm gonna go underrated. It is a little weird, like, to walk into someone's office, a grown-ass man, and they have hella toys of other grown-ass men. I have a bobblehead. I did a Mariner bobblehead. That shit's pretty tight. Family flights. I'm gonna go with overrated. Nowadays, when I get on the plane without my child, I'll be in coach in the middle and be like, fuck yes, I'm so fucking lucky. I love my kid, but a long flight, even a short flight, even TSA, it's fucking horrible. Overrated. Can I get an invite from somebody? I would love to go to a rodeo. You know, the only problem with the rodeo, and maybe I'm just like judging, I feel like there's a lot of racism in a rodeo, I feel. That's the only bad part. Everything else is like the great part. Like you get to wear like Wranglers and a fucking plaid shirt and a cowboy hat and watch grown men and women ride, and it's fucking weird. Beverly Hills Cop, underrated. Axel Foley, the Adidas country shoes that he wore in that movie. I mean, style icon, front to back. Like, Beverly Hills Cop was the first music that I ever purchased. The Heat Is On. That song was my first song that I was like, I need this song, and I got the single when I was like 6 years old. So that shit was imperative to my trajectory of life. Fuck Eric and Donald. I feel like Barron is on one. I don't feel like he likes his pops. I understand why. I have hope for him. Barron is underrated. Mobb Deep, underrated. Classic. I mean, like, the soundtrack to gritty New York dark hip-hop era. The soundtrack to every juvenile delinquent thing that I ever did at 15 years old. I feel like that's like steal a car music. That just makes me want a car prowl. It's stressful, man. And also, like, when I was playing golf, I was also smoking copious amounts of weed. And there's nothing worse than like smoking a blunt on the golf course, and then the old people that are behind you catch up and they can smell the weed and you're paranoid. This is before the days of like legal weed in Washington. And I used to just be so paranoid. And then you fuck up and then you still have like 12 holes to go. Overrated. Orgies after 40 is underrated. You know, when I'm 40, I'll have been married for, 6, 7 years, something like that. Been with my girl for like 16. Like, I hope we get it popping. I think that sexuality should be explored more as you get older. Like, I'm not as like protective of like, I can never do that to my girl. I can never see someone do that to my girl. Like, nah, like, you gotta reinvent. You have to reinvent. You have to spice it up. And 40 is the new 20. 40 is the new 20, baby. Look at all these rappers now. We gotta have orgies. It's part of our DNA. I think this whole, being monogamous, one person for the rest of your life shit is completely overrated. Orgies. They should be cut off at 65, though.